Hi, it's Brenda. So I thought I'd do a quick video and celebrate. Today is supposed to be our first full day of actual sunshine. Nothing but straight up sunshine all day long, which is good. Something new to try anyway.
Welcome to my channel, My New Me, where you get to watch as I try to make sense out of the chaos that has become my life and my home. How lucky are you?
Early in the morning, and I thought I would do sort of a clarification video. I think we trying to fit too much information into one video, and it's getting all jumbled up. So we are moved into an efficiency apartment. Excellent practice for being in an RV. This is really nothing more than a temporary roof over our heads to stay out of the rain while we get a few more of the boys' paychecks, look for the RV, make changes that we want to it, make sure that it's in good shape, good running order, do all the last minute plans, which I'm not going to go into those details in this video. I think what I'm going to do is a bunch of short, well, my version of short videos of our plans, our thoughts, our research with transitioning into the RV life. I'm sorry. You folks you've made a lot of awesome suggestions. You've had a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, and I do want to address all those. But I think it's going to be a whole lot easier to do them if I categorize it by topic rather than trying to shove it all into one video. I'm trying to not touch. I mean, I've told you before, you've seen it before. I'm a fidgeter and a player, but this is every time I bump it, you see, every time I bump the table, it jiggles. So I'm trying to not touch the table, and that's kind of hard to do. So some things I want to clarify is going to court and getting out of the hazmat apartment. A lot of people have asked what happened, and basically our options is what happened. Pay and stay, or don't pay and get out. And we chose to get out. We did not want to pay anymore. Suggestion was made by the judge and our attorney that we could sue him in civil court. You hear the growling in the background. That's my coffee maker. I'm impatiently waiting for it. It's to sue in civil court, and he could sue us if he wanted to. We aren't going to. We lived for 2 months for free. Should I have gotten more? Probably. I did a lot of work. I put a lot of money into that place. It caused us an awful lot of stress. But we're out of it now. And the money we did not have to pay to them can support us until we get in the RV, which will be a good thing, so that every penny that we bring in from here on out can go towards the RV in our future. One thing, we did have receipts for everything. That was our saving grace. What he was trying to evict us for was a lie. He's saying we didn't pay anything. That was a lie. We did pay, and we had receipts for it. What we did not do and should have was send certified letters to the landlord and the owner wanting the repairs, saying, you know, hey, the window's still broken, the ceiling is still falling in, you know, the refrigerator still doesn't work. I mean, I tell you guys a lot of the bad. I don't tell you all of the bad. I just feel like it's just piling one thing on top of the other. But I lived for 6 months without a working refrigerator, and constant promises, oh yeah, we'll replace it. And I kept giving him too many chances, and I wanted it to work out too much, instead of just saying, okay, this is not worth it. Finally, I said, okay, this is not worth it. But all those concerns, all those issues, I should have been sending him certified mail so that we had proof that we did. As it is now, it was his word against my word that I told him about it and said they were concerned and wouldn't live like that. And this is everything I said to the landlord. The landlord wasn't even there. The owner wasn't even part of all that. But now he's the one doing it. So it's kind of stupid like that. So if anyone else is ever in this situation, don't do what we did. Put it in writing, send it to them certified. The other thing we did not do was that we did not Like we had April and May's rent to pay. We did not have it in our bank account. We've both done the Dave Ramsey envelope system for years and years, and we had our rent in cash in the apartment. We should have had it in our bank account so that we had proof that we had it. Basically, it was just our word that we had it. So, oops, that scared me. I thought I turned the volume down. Sorry about that. Are we going to sue them? No. We've thought about it, and it's just not worth it. It's not, I want the negativity out of my life. I want the bad out of my life. And it's time to move on and focus on our future. So we were not evicted from that place. The comments about, you're evicted from every place you're in. No. I mean, I'm sorry. 30 plus years of renting, I was evicted from one place, and that was the old house that you guys saw. And we told you the truth about that. We could have colored it differently, I guess. I don't know. We could have said we wanted to move out. We didn't. We told you the absolute truth about it. With the hotel apartment, at the end of September, when we realized that there was no heat, that the heat that they had promised was fixed was not fixed, we started looking then for a new place. Initially their answer was to give me a space heater. And then when it was getting colder and they realized, oh gee, pipes are going to freeze, we need to turn the water off, their answer was move into the hotel, live in a hotel room again for the winter, and then I can move back into the apartment in the summer. I could not stomach that. I enjoyed having a home again and not a hotel room. Too many changes, too much moving, too much everything. So we started looking for a place, being probably a little pickier than we should have been. It took us longer than it needed to, but we also had my mom's death in the middle of all that, and I'm sorry that was a priority, at the time. So, but we were not evicted from the hotel apartment. They did have a lot of changes, a lot of drama that was going on that I should have seen the writing on the wall. I kept hoping for the best, thinking that things would work out with them. But when that started, I should have just beat feet and didn't. We did have some words when they turned the water off. We had quite a few words. So we did not leave on good terms. But it was finally me. I was finally standing up for myself and not putting up with it and letting them know how I felt about everything. That was not an eviction. Their answer was for us to move into the hotel. A hazmat place, he tried to evict us for not paying rent that we already paid, and for not paying rent that he refused to take from us, so that he could evict us for not paying the rent. So, but that didn't go through. If judges can be on a side, we definitely got the feeling that the judge was on our side. He just didn't want to deal with the nitty-gritty nonsense of it. So I hope that clarifies that. Even if we had been evicted from every place, life happens. Bad things happen to people. It's not... I have notes. I'm writing everything. I'm reading everything in the notes. Something else I want to clarify. Taking up the RV life was not a sudden decision of ours. We didn't just one day decide, oh gee, let's travel. Sorry, I keep bumping the table. Sorry. We didn't just one day decide, hey, let's just jump in this and take off. We've been discussing it a long time. Like I said before, this was my plan for my future. This is what I was going to do. There are so many wonderful, beautiful areas of this country that I would love to see and to explore. My way of doing it was going to be to live full-time in an RV and work camp my way around the country. Support myself by, working while living in the RV parks and hookups for free as part of my salary. I will do another video explaining in detail about the work camping. But my health happened, and full-time RV life is not an easy life. It's not, it's a lot of work. there is a lot of physical work you have to do to maintain the RV. Just for daily living, there's physical work that you have to do. It is more work than an apartment or a home. I am no longer able to do that. My son is. He's capable of the physical work. When I became ill and realized I couldn't, I kind of dropped the dream. But the more he's been talking about it and thinking about it, the more he wants to do it. And at least try. I mean, do we think it's going to be perfect? No. We think we're going to go out there and be these amazing warriors, road warriors, and everything is going to be absolutely wonderful for us every minute of every day? No. Obviously, that never happens in my life. Not anymore. But it wasn't a sudden decision. We started talking about it. We started casually talking about it back when we were evicted out of the old house. And we've been discussing it on and off ever since. When we realized that the heat was never fixed in the hotel apartment, we started doing having much more serious conversations about it. And doing he started doing a lot of research on it. We started doing list after list of pros and cons of every possible worst case scenario, from one of us needs stitches to tornado or hurricane or a volcano erupts on us or a flood. We've had flooding around here pretty bad lately. We started really researching what all would be involved. I knew a lot of it from my previous experience and from my previous research on it. The boy was familiar with a lot of it, just from listening to me talk about it for 10 years. He started researching it a lot more, just so that he had a little more in-depth knowledge. And we had a lot of discussions, a lot of, should we, what ifs, worst case scenario, best case scenario. And I am going to go over all of those in more detail in a future video, like categorize one video for one topic. So, there's my health, there's the cost of RVing, there's work camping, there's the RV itself, maintenance of it, gas, all of that. I am going to go over all of those in different videos. The RV life was not an instant decision. We had been discussing it since September, so we told you guys about it the end of May. So that was 8 months that we had been doing serious discussing of it. We had been talking about it for a year and a half, almost 2 years. So it wasn't an instant decision. Moving out of the hazmat house was not an instant decision. We had been packing for over a month, sorting, purging, organizing. 2 weeks, I think it was 2 weeks before the actual court date. We had a yard sale, selling extra stuff that we had both accumulated that either we didn't need or, when I moved in the hazmat house, I had no furniture whatsoever. And so we had accumulated quite a bit just to have furniture in the house. And we didn't need all of it. So we sold a lot of that. But we've been planning and getting ready for it. We'd hoped for the best, but we'd planned for the worst. So we were pretty much ready for it. Also, the GoFundMe was not an instant decision. First off, thank you so much for everyone. You've gone so far beyond our goal. It so exceeded anything we could possibly have hoped for. So thank you very, very much for that. We both appreciate it. The cats appreciate it. It's going to bring our dreams that much. We were going to do this one way or the other. We were going to do the RV life. We had planned it. We got a whole list of the steps involved, everything. Your help, your support, your encouragement is making it happen that much quicker. And we do appreciate it so much. But the GoFundMe wasn't a sudden decision. It tells you right on there when it was created. I think April 11th I created it. And then we spent another month and a half discussing it, talking about it. Is this really the way we want to go? Do we want to try this? And we decided to try it, And you folks just proved again how absolutely wonderful you are. We knew we would get haters from the GoFundMe. I was prepared to let the boy read and answer all comments, because as much as I say I'm not going to let the haters bother me, I'm not going to let them get to me, I do find myself obsessing over them sometimes. And it's just, I mean, I'm human. I don't want anyone hating me. But many of them are people who've never commented on my channel before. And that I'm not too worried about. Most of them I just left the comments up. The ones that were attacking the other people who commented, and that were spamming other comments and just replying to the comments, the ones that were just mean and nasty, those I did delete some of those. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I have no problem with people voicing their opinion, whether it's for me or against me, in my comments. I don't want just the out-and-out nasty, mean negativity. Nobody wants to listen to that. You know, I go to my comments for the community that you folks have built, for the support of each other, for the kindness that you can find there. Not to listen to someone bash someone all the time. So, I mean, I do have haters. I've had haters since the living room videos in the old house. That's going to happen. I lost a couple of supporters because of the GoFundMe, which that saddens me. However, saddens me, but the threats were kind of over the top of it, I think. That surprised me. Like the one person that threatened me with the IRS, and then later edited her comment to make it sound like it was not a threat, but then replied to other comments about the IRS. Thank you so much. You know, I really appreciate the advice. I have been working since the day I was 16. So I have been filing my taxes for 40 years now. I've never once had a problem with any of it. So I do know that I need to claim all income, but I do appreciate the advice just in case I forget. That's what gets me, is the anger at it. The demands for court documents, the demands to share all of my health information and show medical records and prescriptions. And no. You people see everything about me. Most things. I've even shared my dirty underwear with you sometimes, although I am trying not to. You're welcome. But there are some things I need to keep private. And some things, someone who has never once commented on any of my videos, yet has trashed other people who have put up GoFundMes, no. You know, I'm sorry, not going to happen. The person who was angry, well, actually there were a few people that were angry at me for being fake and for hiding who I am, not giving my real last name, my real address, my real phone number. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't know of a YouTuber that would do that. As I said, I have haters. I have had threats. You know, their emails, I delete them, but that doesn't mean I'm going to completely discount them. There are a lot of psychopaths out there on the planet. And this goes out to anybody that can log into YouTube. You know, I feel like I've gotten to know so many of you folks on a personal level. I feel like you know me. I feel like I've gotten to know so many of you just through your comments, through emails, through letters, all of that. But there are still, I mean, my videos have over 2 million views. I am not receiving 2 million emails and comments and subscribers and letters and cards in the mail. So that's a whole lot of strangers that watch, a whole lot of people that have free access to whatever I say on the internet, whatever I put out there. So no, I am not going to be just for safety's sake, just to protect myself and my family, the people I love. I am not going to put that information out there. I'm sorry if this bothers you, if this concerns you. It's just not going to happen. And I had a whole long email chain with one person that was just very upset that I didn't put my real address and my real phone number. And they've been a subscriber. They've commented many times before. So I tried to have a conversation with this person about it. But they didn't think it was right that I didn't do that. And it's like, yeah, I've had threats. I had one email back when I was living in the hotel. I had an email from someone who said they could find me. It would be easy to find, and they could find me, and were going to come and kill my cats so they could be relieved from the abuse I put them through. And that's just sick. That's sick, and that's to write that and send it to someone, even if you have no way or no intention of following up on it. It's a sick thing to do. And why would I open myself up to that? So no, it's not. Do I really think this person is really going to do it? No. Is it possible he could? Yes. So I'm certainly not going to open us up to that. So there's some information I am not going to share. I will never share. There's an awful lot of reasons why I don't share every bit about my health. And if you don't believe I'm sick, I'm sorry. That's on you. There are other channels out there, other people who are willing to lay it all out there. I'm not. I hate to lose you as a viewer. I hate to lose you as a subscriber. But things like that, you believe me or you don't. But maybe I'll do a separate video listing every reason why. I have talked about it before in previous videos, but maybe I'll do a separate video listing every reason why. And there's some things I don't feel comfortable talking about. And this is, initially to help myself get over depression, get on with my life. One of the biggest benefits of this is that I've helped others, and they've shared with me. And that's amazing. That is really, really amazing to me. And that's what I want to keep doing. Which is something I wanted to bring up, another point I wanted to make, and to inform some folks. I do help a lot of people over email. They're struggling, they are in a bad place, and something about them just reached out and resonated with me. And I wish I could do it for everyone that emails or writes to me. I can't. It's a lot. Because if I'm going to start with you and start helping you, I'm not going to stop until you tell me you don't need the help anymore. And so that's an awful lot to take on. But there are quite a few people that, through email, we email back and forth, I help them do their home, get through their days, motivate them. Mostly I'm like just a venting board, but I offer suggestions, I offer advice, I kind of guide them on where to start, where to go. That will, when we are RVing, please don't be concerned. I will keep doing that. Just my replies may be slower. So, which now they're kind of really slow now sometimes. But please don't worry, I will still continue to help. It's just going to take a little bit longer, If we're in areas where we don't have, if we're like in mid-travel areas where we don't have internet, it's going to take a little bit longer. But I will reply. You will hear back from me. So that's some clarification. I guess mainly my main point of this is none of it was sudden. As far as all the nitty-gritty, the details of it, the whens and hows and wheres and do we knows, I will be doing separate videos under, splitting them up by topic. I think that'll be easier. And we are also doing videos of us moving in here. That's a bit of a disaster right now. But we're going to be doing some videos of us cleaning it and downsizing into an efficiency. And trying to organize it. Practicing for RV life. We need to finish one job. we've started some of every job. We've started what we've needed right away, but never really finished the whole thing. So we really need to finish one job. So that's where I'm at right now. So there will be the little 10-minute videos with the information. I gotta find some clouds. In the hazmat house, there were no windows where I could record only clouds. Here, there are no windows where I can record only clouds. I'm not comfortable with this, staring at the computer. And as cute and active as Addie is, she doesn't do enough to fill a whole video all the time. So I do need to find some clouds or something else. Because I just don't like staring at the camera. I'm not comfortable. I don't like banging the stupid table all the time. And I know I look all over, I fidget, I move. You aren't supposed to do that. You're supposed to sit and stare right into the camera and gaze upon you folks adoringly every moment of the entire video. Or so all the YouTube gurus say. If we were sitting at the same table having coffee talking, I would not spend the entire conversation gazing upon you adoringly, my eyes never leaving your face. No, I would probably glance at you once in a while. The rest of the time I'd be fidgeting or watching a bird or watching the cat or... I don't know. I prefer to be natural than to follow the rules, I guess. I don't do well with being unnatural. So anyway, that's where we're at. Haters, go away. Or stay, but don't start attacking people. Don't make up lies, because then I guess I will delete you then. None of this was sudden. I know we threw it all at you all of a sudden, but none of it was sudden. But we're comfortable where we are. We're safe where we are right now. And we're dry. And because we all know she has to be in every video, we'll end it on this. Thanks for watching. Take care and toodles.